Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I talk about all kinds of edible landscaping, tropical plants, cool things. How do you feel about your mother-in-law's tongue? That's a question we think about as little as possible. But there's a plant called mother-in-law's tongue, and I've got it in my yard. It's a ground cover, it's very hardy, takes almost no maintenance, grows like crazy. This is in a transition part of my yard where I pulled up a bunch of it. It'll come right back, it grows underground. But let's take a look at what it looks like. It can grow in very dry conditions, very loose sandy soil is what I've got here. And you can see what you think about it. If you want this kind of look, it would be good. Just be aware, it will spread. Not that hard to get rid of really with a shovel and a little bit of effort, but you know, it's just one of many choices for ground cover and for a tropical look. Alright, let's take a look. Here it is, mother-in-law's tongue. Man, I have had a ton of this stuff in my yard over the years. There's many varieties. There's short varieties, there's tall varieties. I guess it kind of looks like a tongue. It's got this really super cool look along the base. It grows up from here's a good example of what it looks like when it is first growing. You know, it kind of comes up like this. I don't think it really has any. You can see, yeah, there is a little bit of water down in there for me. That's always a possibility for more mosquitoes, which is not something I necessarily like. I think I've got a couple varieties here. This one here is a little darker, as you can tell. It's got a little bit more of a striped look to it. This one being taller with a slightly different look. Like I said, there's several varieties of the same kind of idea, but I ripped out a ton of it, and it's come back over the years. Here's that other striped variety that I was telling you about that is holding on strong. And you know, I'll have this whole area redone and looking good by summertime, but for right now, I'll leave it. There it is. So, mother-in-law's tongue, pretty easy to grow. Probably some fancy Latin name for it. You know, my neighbor just recently built this fence up along their property line. So what I did was I took out a lot of the plants here so they could easily get the fence up. And that worked out. One of the things I had along here were, see if I can zoom this. No, wrong way. That's better. Okay. One of the things I had along this fence line, we filled up our curb 3 times with yard waste to get rid of all this stuff. One of the things I got rid of were mulberry trees that I had planted. I planted about 6 of them. They all grew to be just huge, but they're really too much because look up above. Look what I've got here. That's a transformer. That's electricity. That's death. And I don't need plants growing up into electrical wires ever. I don't want that. Yeah, you can trim it and keep it under control, but you know, at some point it's ridiculous. You don't need to be dealing with that. And so I chopped down all the mulberries, but look at this. This is a mulberry tree. So I chopped it down, way down underneath the ground, and up came 2 mulberry trees. So, you know what? Since they're survivors, and oh, there's a banana tree right next to it. I chopped those down as well. Yeah, I'll let them come back. I like bananas. But yeah, so mulberry tree next to a banana tree, next to some mother-in-law's tongue, next to some croton. Starting to feel like a jungle, and I kind of like that feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and go with it. And anyway, that's what's going on. That's a little bit about mother-in-law's tongue, and also other things which are just generally happening in my backyard. Hey, I hope a lot of fun things are happening in your backyard too. It's there for you to enjoy. You know, just enjoy it, have fun with it. Grow something, kill it, replace it with something new. Have a good time. I mean, that's the big idea. Me personally, I want stuff I can eat. So this stuff I'm showing you here, out of everything that I showed you, the mulberry and the banana are where it's at for me. I want to have something that I can eat. To look at cool stuff, that's great, and I want some of that too. But for me, it's really about coming out here with the kids, with my friends, and saying, there's always, and I achieved this goal. It took me a while. There's always something to eat in my backyard. Every day of the year. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, and you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you like this video, please like it. If you have some comments, feedback, you have links to other cool stuff, you have more knowledge on things, share it. I want to know. Thanks for watching.